All right. Hello, everyone. I think we're live. We've had some interesting challenges these last days and weeks. So we're going to check real quick. I'm going to look for a thumbs up from you, Kevin, if we're streaming on the right. All right, I got it. So today we're actually streaming live on the OpenExO YouTube channel. Last week's video went out to a different place. We're going to go download that and repost it with just the proper title and everything. So you will be able to find that if you're just couldn't stand missing a weekly episode of our operations meeting. We'll go back and get that. So without further ado, Kent Langley, Chief Operating Officer, Chief Technology Officer at OpenExO, and this is the ExO Economy Core meeting. We meet every week right here. We've been doing this and having these meetings since somewhere around 2017, and there's lots of amazing stuff happening, and about to happen, most of which will be announced at the All Hands on the 13th and 14th. I'm sure you'll hear about that again as we go through, but please keep an eye out for ways to register for that and make sure you attend the All Hands. That's where the big meaty updates are going to be about what's going on with the EXOS token. And with that, I will turn it over to Eric and then Nikki to take us in, and then Kevin will be third today, give us some updates on some interesting security challenges we've been having these last days. So let's do it. Thanks, everybody.
Yeah, and I believe Eric is in mixed availability, so I'll just take over and he'll come in when he can. So we've got an all hands meeting, as Kent said, coming up October 13th, 14th, and we will be doing some updates on the various projects, the various SWAY proposals that have been approved, et cetera. The Treasury did the disbursements for the quarterlies as well as for a couple of other SWAY proposals. So everybody's happy. We're all staking and getting everybody reimbursed for the time that they're spending on all of these projects. We've got a town hall number 16 coming up November 1st. Save the date. This one's going to be special. It's Yukai Chow and June Loaiza. And these are co-founders of metablocks.co. And we're actually putting those Metablocks challenges into our team play game just to practice and get people cross-promoting. So we're doing some real interesting things. And we've got a big one coming up where they're going to actually offer free blocks if we do certain behaviors on their platform. So stay tuned for that. We'll be rolling that out this week and next, and then leading up to the November 1st event. We also have a challenge where we're taking submissions for questions for these two as well. So look forward to that, and I can share that in the link or in the chat here. And then after that, we've got the Global Entrepreneurship Week coming up, and that's November 14 through 20. And we basically will be giving 2 or 3, maybe 4 presentations on various of these same projects that we're reporting on in October at the Global Entrepreneurship Week. And so we'll be getting some extra mileage and media coverage for that. I think that's it for me.
Hey, Nikki, on the Global Entrepreneurship Week thing, I think it would be important to note that that was actually a community grant that was applied for through the SWAY process.
Yeah, okay.
And it was actually, it got enough votes and it was voted on by the community. Yeah. And then that grant was processed by the ExO Economy Core Treasury, which is what they do when grants get approved and paid out. So that's EXOs at work to drive awareness and community growth for EXO, for OpenExO through Global Entrepreneurship Week by one of our fine community members, Stephen. And I think that was pretty amazing. And if you are not looking at SWAY, you should be. We can post the links here, but you should go in and take a look at what it took for Stephen to get a successful proposal through SWAY to get this grant. And it's a grant. We do this. We have periodic tranches of EXOs that get used for grants like this. And I just think it's an incredibly important part of our process. It goes a little bit under the radar sometimes. Yeah. So let's brag about that a little bit. It's really cool.
Yeah. And another one was the Island 17 project, because they're doing a cohort for Youth Summit and doing a youth fellowship program. And so they had received a tranche last quarter, so they just reported on that, and that can be seen in Discord for how that money or those tokens have been spent. Awesome.
Yeah, and just whilst we're talking about grants, we also this week have sent the first tranche for the DACH community grant. So that's a follow-on grant. That's the German-speaking communities, Germany, Austria, and Switzerland. And so yeah, so that's another one that that was sent through this week. Update from me. First, I want to I guess share the good news that the all hands event is just over a week away. So I have put the links in the chat and on YouTube to the event. So please do sign up, register, share it. We for all of those who are in Latin America or Spanish-speaking countries, we are going to have sessions that are in Spanish as well. I'm working with Karina to make sure we can get those done. I know that we do have a lot of people who ask for that, and so we really do want to help you. A time is coming that we'll have automatic translation, I'm sure, but it's just unfortunately not right now. And then the other update is, as Ken shared, we have experienced some security issues. A landing page of ours had a malware attack, and this has been cleared by our team together with the security team. So we actually hired in a security team to make sure it's completely gone. We're upping security. Our platform and insights and a number of other of our sites are also currently showing dangerous according to many browsers, but those are not affected at all. So that is an update there. Unfortunately, we do have to wait for the dangerous label to be lifted. We have submitted to Google. That's who you submit to, and we now have to wait. So if anyone in the community knows anyone who works at Google who could make this be more fast track, that would be great. But it's a really unfortunate event, one that we now are ensuring that we are is not going to happen again. And I think this is another reminder to everyone about the importance of cybersecurity. We actually have a session on cybersecurity at the All Hands from one of our community members whose area of interest is cybersecurity. And yeah, you need to protect yourselves. Unfortunately, there's bad actors out there. So if you run a website, make sure you have everything in place that protects it. And I think that's it from me. I don't know who wants to go next with an update.
I'll go next real quick. I don't have a lot. I mean, I've just been plugging away with articles that have been going on Insight and working with Salim to get a special surprise for everyone at the All Hands next Friday. So be sure to attend, because it's only for those who do attend. So that's the bulk of it. I mean, there's a couple of other little projects, but getting stuff ready for Insight, and that's it. And the book, which everyone is eagerly awaiting for. It's been a journey. I don't know who wants to go next.
I can go next. Well, from my side, I've been researching and experimenting connection with people from different countries about the idea of the connection of DOMs or spaces for use cases for the token, right? And I've been discovering several places such as Sonora, Portugal, Florida, and Central America, and also Chile, because we are in Chile. I'm in Chile. Our first MVP for that is our DOMs. We are having 3 DOMs where we are accepting EXOs. So people who is living in Chile and is willing to visit the place and use their EXOs, just come here and join the place. On the other hand, I've been working with my wife. He's another project related, and this is the connection with EXO too, because she developed minimum viable product, which is this cat. This is a retro cat product, but this is the evolution of the retro cat, you know. And what we are going to do here is to create an NFT for this purpose, and we will be fusionating and interacting with that in terms of the EXOs too. It's another interaction, and we are super happy for that. On the other hand, related to the treasury, treasury is moving super fast in terms of allocation of tokens, and we encourage you as user and as member, just go ahead, go ahead and promote your business, get traction from the token to your business, because you can traction yourself, your business, and your community. Just use that. It's able and it's easy going system. And that's all from us, sir.
Pick someone who hasn't gone yet to go next, Angelo.
Martin, go next.
Sure. Hi, everybody. Looking forward to next week. Really quick update from us here. We're working through on details of. Oh, I'm curious what I can actually say here. We're working forward or through details on how we're going to communicate and onboard to the new platform. We have alpha version of the platform set up, so we're actively using it and testing it right now. We have a variety of updates coming up, and quite eager to share with the community and get your feedback. Really trying to make this something valuable that you'll be able to use every single day, not just for seeking out opportunities once in a while, and also something that will eventually extend into use cases with the EXOS token. Can't say much more right now, not because we don't have updates, but because we're still, I don't want to overcommit and underdeliver here. So
there's so many updates, but you got to come to the all hands if you want to see the latest and greatest stuff on the platform and how it's going to work with the EXOS token and news about the token. We are literally doing that to you. So come see the all hands.
That's right. Come see the all hands. You'll get to see it live.
Just a few more days. 9 days, right, Kevin?
9 days.
Yeah. All right. Awesome, Martin. Yeah, and big hat tip to there's just all these people that work behind the scenes that you never see, but we have an entire development software engineering team. There's an operations team, so it's a full DevOps team that's doing all of this, not only taking care of the existing platform as it operates today, but also helping to get the new platform up and running, as Martin said, alpha. And it's the beta effectively that we're hoping to launch soon, and there'll be some interesting announcements about the beta and how you can get to be a part of the beta coming soon. So please stay tuned. And then I think, actually, I'm really excited about it. It takes a bit of my being to not just share it to everybody, but I know Martin would kill me if I did that. So yeah. So, all righty. Lisa, did you go yet? You did go, and
Jill.
Eric was being silent today. Jill is the one that's left.
And I don't have any updates for the economy side. So.
What about the game?
Our onboarding game?
Yes.
Okay, well, our onboarding game is almost ready. I think we will have hopefully some news at the all hands, so please come along. But yeah, I don't actually want to, just come along, but that's all I want to say now. It's going to be fun. It's definitely something new and something you want to be a part of. And we've got some people in the back that are really working hard to make sure it is ready.
Awesome. Okay. And I will say that we have done a bunch of work on the existing EXOS blockchain. So you should be noticing more stability in the Electrum nodes. We've gone through and sort of cleaned them out and resynced the full chain to a couple of those nodes. We've also fixed the stats server. And this is all the stuff that we're working on in preparation for being ready to run the swap process. And when we move the EXOS token to an EVM compatible blockchain. So so that should be more stable for you. We have not yet fixed the tip bot. There will be a point in the future where we fix the tip bot so that everybody can get whatever previous amounts might be in there. Of course, the tip bot lives in Discord on the ExO Economy Discord. So don't worry. We kind of don't want people doing a lot of tipping right now while we're nearing the actual swap, but we will make sure that everybody's able to get their EXOs out of there. So don't panic. It'll just be part of the process. Yeah, and if you were ever going to pay attention to everything that's going on with EXOs, it's these next, call it, next 2 or 3 months. You really need to be paying attention. It's going to take a lot of effort for us to go out and get everybody to do the work that's necessary. It's not arduous, but it is a little bit of effort, a few steps to make sure that your tokens are moved from point A to point B. And I'll be the first person, and this may be the first time I've said this publicly. If you choose not to move your tokens from point A to point B, that's on you. All right, self-sovereignty with with autonomy, with all of the things that come with being able to control your own tokens, and no one else being able to take those from you. Also comes a bit of responsibility to move the things. So we're going to do everything in our power to notify in every possible way a bazillion times. But if somehow you see this and you don't see those messages, take this seriously. It will be on you, and it will be sad, but there won't be much we can do if you miss the boat there. Okay, so let's not let that happen to our friends. Friends don't let friends with EXOs not swap. There you go. All right, so very good. All right, so that's the end of this one. I think that was all for today. Does anybody have anything else they want to share with everybody who might watch this later? Okay, great. All right, thanks everybody. I'm going to shut the stream down now, and I'll say thank you to everybody who's doing such good work. And